Hello all, this is the Spender doing a quick little LP of Midnight Wanderers, which is part of the Three Wonders arcade game made by Capcom. This is a CPS-1 game that contains 3 games in it: Midnight Wanderers, its sequel Chariot, and a completely unrelated game called Don't Pull. Lou and Siva are 2 characters that never appeared in any other Capcom games except for Marvel vs. Capcom 1, in which Lou appeared as a special partner. When you start 3 Wonders, you get to choose between the 3. It's a very colorful, very imaginative run-and-gun action platformer. They don't use his 2 buttons. It's just run and shoot, but you can also, by crouching and pressing jump, you can slide. A quick little dash slide. You can aim upwards, but not at 45-degree angles. You can also shoot downwards when jumping. Treasure chests take 3 shots to destroy, and you can cling to platforms and climb alongside them. Although that's so slow, it's not very practical. You'll find power-ups in treasure chests. In this case, this is the bound shot, which has a reflective nature that whenever it hits something, it bounces back at basically a reflective angle. It generally seems to go off at a 9-degree angle, but it's not always easy to predict. At certain occasions, you'll see those fairies carrying treasure chests above. They only take 1 shot to destroy the fairy treasure chests. Those green playing cards that you saw are with the hearts on them are sort of like Mario-style coins. If you collect 100 heart cards, you get an extra life. But different cards have different values. The bigger the card, the higher the value. The highest value is 5. The little purple guy that's following me is an option, or basically just a little homie that follows you around and does extra damage. There are different varieties of them, but this is actually one of the most powerful. It's a relatively short range as fire breath, but it's very powerful if you can get up close. These rank and file goblins are your most basic monsters. You encounter quite a few of them. This magic lamp recovers your health. You can only take 2 hits in this game, one which knocks your clothes off and a second which kills you completely. Oh, my time limit is going off because I'm taking too long. There we go. Okay. Golem Wood is relatively easy to beat. You just gotta watch the position of the ground. I would like to get closer so my option can damage him as well, but it's very risky, because it's hard to predict exactly where you'll be positioned based on the waving of the floor. And you've got to shoot him right in the nose. He also, as he shakes the ground, he drops those thorns from his, or the seed pods from his leaves, but they can be destroyed. Oh, that was foolish. When bosses die, they always spit out a number of cards. And every stage has two areas. There's always a mini-boss and then the big boss. This part sends you sliding down into a pit full of goblins and also it's full of treasure. Goblins poke out of the shadows here. Now the power-ups that you get are not always the same. They're occasionally randomized. This weapon is one of my favorites. It's called the Hyper Shot. It fires relatively rapidly and you can throw 3 at a time. And it throws an additional second shot, a little boomerang that drops down below. So you can basically hit enemies twice. So you can deal out a lot of damage very quickly with it, especially if you're up close. Now I've taken 1 hit, so my character is basically naked. 1 more on history. This is the second option. It fires homing shots, but it takes a little time to charge up. He's kind of like the wizard in Magic Sword game, where you have to wait a little bit for his shots to appear. If you fire rapidly, they won't charge, so you kind of have to wait if you want them to shoot. Now, because you can only take 2 hits, I kind of think of this game as Ghosts and Goblins Jr. It's not nearly as difficult, and the atmosphere is far more welcoming than Ghosts and Goblins. Okay, the music has changed. I'm coming up on the first stage boss. There's a magic lamp here, and I want it. There we go, got my clothes back. First boss is Balgaz, this behemoth with a predator-style mouth. He digs into the dirt here and crawls around, so you kind of have to lead him around in circles while shooting him in the head. You can also shoot at his tail and knock it off, as you just did. Now, whoa, there we go. You can see his health at the top there, called Boss Vital. Capcom is always called Health Vitality, or Vital. Really, he's not too difficult. Occasionally he spits out attacks. As long as you just lure him in circles, you'll be alright. And he's gone. About 83 hearts now, so close to getting extra life. Between each stage are quick little cinematics that kind of give you a hint of the next boss you'll be facing. I always love the music in the second stage. For some reason this stage reminds me of fantasy movies like The Dark Crystal. These peculiar crab things can only be shot at the actual base of their bodies, so you gotta watch out for their waving claws. Yep, for example. The goblins themselves are not terribly aggressive. They can't shoot or anything, but every once in a while they'll come up and try to poke at you with their knives. Okay, first mini-boss of this stage is Shell Shock. He's pretty simple, as you can tell. Just spits little rocks out at you that could bounce over you. There we go. Gimme, gimme. Alright. Now, this level's a little tricky because you have to kind of walk along the top of the water here. These eggs will fly in, and if you don't destroy the eggs right away, they'll hatch and release these little one-eyed tadpoles. Whoa! And these little suckers will rush you, and they come on fast, so you gotta take. You can't. Oh! The turret there fires 3 shots that fall down on you, and when you die, an owl carries your character in and won't release you until you press the shot button, or release until a short timer runs out. This is the tail shot. Tail shot bounces off the back of the screen and comes and flies back at enemies behind you. It's relatively powerful. It has higher rate of fire than your standard gun. This particular turret isn't firing shots, it's letting loose more of those purple creatures. Grab more cards. Okay, my little options saved the day. Okay, I've gone back to the fire option. You'll notice that when you grab an option more than once, it actually develops into a more powerful version, a larger, more powerful version. Second level fire option has a slightly higher rate of fire and a different shape to his arc of his flames. Okay, a little bit of platforming here. If you fall, that is it for you. You don't get a... you lose a life. Ugh. You don't just take a hit. Okay. The timing on this is a little weird. There we go. I always like the music in this level. Very good music. Oh, good. Oh, that was a close one. Music for this boss fight is quite good, too. These are the Terror Twins we saw in the cinematic. One uses breathes flames and one swings a sword. They'll generally engage you one at a time, so you won't be overwhelmed. I should have been able to avoid that. You can see their health for each one. They have separate health. Whoa. Try to finish him off. There we go. Okay. Damn. Whoa! Okay. Get him. Get him, buddy. Get him, little buddy. Good job. My option really helped me out there. The Elven City is has kind of a Toyland vibe. Oh, I really hate those turrets because it seems like you don't get a lot of warning about them. Bound shot is very helpful here because you're facing these marionettes, and if you shoot the marionettes, it will go up and destroy the hands controlling them. This weapon is called the Super Bomb, but it's extremely powerful and will destroy most enemies in one shot. However, it doesn't last forever. You only have a limited number of them. Whoa. Okay, it wore off. There we go. Sweet. Whoa! Whoa! There's a little catapult that launched him at me. Ugh, again the turret. Okay. Whew. Suns and moons are a prominent motif in the graphics in this game. It's really very imaginative and beautiful. It kind of reminds me of imagery you'd see later in Darkstalkers or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm not enough of an art historian to know where that imagery originated, but it's very pretty in this game. Okay, Dumpty is relatively simple to fight. He tries to close you in, but if you keep shooting your tail shot, you should be fine. Occasionally they spout out projectiles, but it's not too much of a deal as long as you pay attention. I say before I die. That was really foolish. There we go. Marching higher and higher into the sky here. These little catapults toss these little robots with top hats on. The arcs are very low and it can be very tricky to see them coming. Whoa, they throw them really far. The reason why I chose to play this game is because it reminds me so much of Cuphead. I think the new game Cuphead was very much inspired by this. Whoa! Okay, whew, that was a close one. Those little spiked creatures with the tongues hanging out. I don't know if they're destructible, but you don't really have much time to destroy them in the beginning anyway. All you can do is try to jump over them. Uh-oh, not good, not good. Okay. I don't know if something's coming. There we go. Don't want to get caught off guard. In midair. Okay. Dugar. Very bizarre design, this guy. Very extremely fanciful. Looks like something you'd see in a Never-Ending Story. Terrific music, though. Every boss has different music, and they're just great. He'll try to plunge a sword into you, which is not too hard to avoid. But when he backs off, he'll start firing lasers at you, so you gotta keep your distance so you have enough time to react. Just keep hitting him in the face. Having this fire option is a terrific help. Yeah. Not terribly difficult, this guy. Okay. I love that background. Low res though it is, it does evoke the constellations and galaxies. Ugh. These jack-in-the-box machines make the most disgusting noise. Makes you think that there's some kind of biological process happening there as it produces something inside it. Oh, didn't even see that guy. I was paying attention to the left. The marionettes. Get him, get him, get him. There we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jeez. There we go. There we go. Okay, whew, I was worried that was not a safe place to stand. Oh, suddenly popped up in front of me. Witch. Get the witch. Okay. Oh, I really hate these enemies that that just shower you with projectiles. Whoa! They just charge at you. You guys gotta move and shoot, move and shoot. You don't know when they're gonna come after you. Okay, you're just not gonna be able to take out the Jack-in-the-Boxes at this point. All you can do is destroy the heads when you can. Hyper shot, perfect. The hyper shot not only provides additional damage output, but it arcs downwards, so you might be able to hit some things below you. Oh, that was lucky. Oh, that was bad. Just had too much going on there. Oh, I thought I was able to fit under there. Now the game was kind enough to only take away a little bit from me when I got killed. First it takes away your option, then it takes away your actually it weakens the option first if it's at the second level. Then it gets rid of the option completely when you die the second time. Then you lose your power up for the next life. And you just end up going back to your original gun. So it's not like harsh shooters like Gradius, which take away your power-ups when you die. At least not immediately. Love that FM synth. Okay, Moabon has a number of different types of attacks. First he'll try to rain his spikes down on you. Then he bounces on you, but you can only damage him when he opens the shell. It's just a very tight situation. I thought I could slide under him. You just don't have enough time. Okay, here comes the rain. Bounce. Split open. Shoot, 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 shoot. Okay. Alright. Yeah, you gotta watch the positioning of the spikes when they fire out, because they come back the same way and they can damage you again. Whoa. Come on. Oh, one more time should do it. Oh, I tried to slide. I gotta avoid sliding. It's just too risky. There we go. I love the astronomical artwork in the background there. Now, they make it look like it's a boss rush, but it's not really. You will fight some of the same enemies that you fought in previous boss battles, but it's not too dramatic or lengthy. Oh, this isn't good. Whew, my little buddy helped me out. Shit. Nope, I did it to me again. Wow. I guess you gotta watch the spawn timing on those things. See, I've lost all my weapons now, so I'm back down to my original pea shooter. Oh. Yep. Just keeps happening to me. I keep expecting them to hold still, and they just move right at my way. Yep, guess who? Alright, there's nowhere to crawl or climb to this time, so you just kind of have to duel it out with them. Oh, that was badly timed. Alright, there we go. Yep, there's Laru. Flame Man. But it's not, he's not quite as tough as his original boss form. See? Again, I was trying to drop down and slid by accident. Almost got stabbed by that guy. Oh! I thought he was going to keep running. I thought he was going to keep running, and then I could shoot down and get him, but he ended up jumping as well. Little dick. Always loved the explosion sound effect when you destroy monsters in this game. It's a very distinctive explosion sound, and you don't hear it in any other video games. It's just very satisfying. Took a chance there. There's Dumpty. Okay, this is the third option, which fires a trail of shots downward. It slides along the ground. Oh, why didn't I? That stupid thing didn't grab the top. There we go. Oh, forgot my own strategy here. This guy should be easy. Alright, he goes to retrieve the sword. Stay back. There we go. Whew. Alright. Once again, didn't see the enemy until after I'd already jumped. Oh, that was dumb. Okay, Gaia has a few different attacks. Usually you can tell what he's going to do by looking at his arms. You can see at the far right the segments of his arms glowing right before he does his lightning attack. Then he flies off to the left, comes back and uses a pair of projectile attacks. One's a wave, a fire wave, and then he fires straight lasers. it can be difficult to tell the positioning of the two until the last second. The timing of the lightning strike could be tricky too. I mean, you can see it coming, but it's still, he stays right above you, so it can be tough to avoid it. There we go. Extending his arm, he's going to do lightning strikes. See, yeah, just running from it won't work. He's too fast. So I think the best thing to do is try and slide at the last second, or pull back. But this being an arcade game, it's not always easy to do. Ugh. In a situation like that, I'm not really sure. Oh my gosh. There we go. If I can get the hang of that slide today, I might be alright. Nope, that's too close to the edge. There we go. Ugh. Jeez, he just charges right at you. Okay. There we go. Okay. I guess you just kind of have to manage your distance with him, because he'll just crowd right into you. It's really hard to predict. At least you can duck under the straight laser every time. And you can kind of tell which one he's going to do by the timing of the sound effect. Okay, back away. Oh, no, that's not good. You can't just continually run. I'm gonna have to Google that quote, see if that's real. Now that the Midnight Wanderers are flying up into the sky, they will be going on to be the heroes in Chariot. They'll be facing more enemies in a side-scrolling shooter. I'll be demonstrating that one eventually. But for now, I just wanted to show off Three Wonders real quick, just to show how I find it similar to the game Cuphead. Thanks again for watching. If and when I get a little better at the game, I might redo this. Thanks very much. Have a great day.